Hi guys, today we'll learn accounts payable process. We'll see step by step. This is a very important topic. Generally in MNCs they will recruit for only accounts payable process or accounts receivable process and bank reconciliation. So we'll see here step by step. So here definition is money which a company owes to vendor for production services purchased on credit. The credit amount appears on the company's balance sheet as a current liability. Okay. Next, here if you buy any vendor, so that vendor we created under sundry creditors current liabilities. So the balance will show in current liability side. Okay. And next, accounts payable process flow. This is the total flow of accounts payable. First is the purchase requisition. Here before issuing order, all pre-activities will happen here, like price discussing and shift to address. All these details will discuss in this stage. Then we'll issue order and goods received and inspect the goods, what we order, what we received, whether we receive total goods or not, or will or is there any partial shipment. So we have to match with our purchase order, each line item quantity wise. Here we have to check. And invoice receive and verification. Once we'll receive vendor invoice, here we have to check with our purchase order. Vendor invoice should match with our PO value. Each line item value and quantity should match with our PO. And process payment. Okay, based on terms we have to process vendor payment, and we have to make payment to vendor and reconciliation. Here reconciliation, if we have multiple transactions, n number of transactions in a particular period, then there is a chance to mismatch accounts balances. In that case we will do the reconciliation. First we'll see in case of purchase requisition, no accounting entry. There is no accounting entry will generate here and issue purchase order. In this case also there is no accounting entry, but in interview some people may ask question like what are the fields are there in purchase order. In that case we have to explain like PO number, date prepaid, on which date a PO prepaid, and the company name is this is our company name, and vendor name as the name and phone number of contact person from vendor side, a description of the item and being purchased, the quantity and unit price, shipping method, date needed, ship to address, so from where to where we have to ship the material, and payment terms and other information. So these all fields are there in PO. This you have to explain if they will ask anything about PO. And there is no accounting entry. And goods received, in case of goods received, this is the entry: raw material debit, input VAT debit, and the vendor account debit. So raw material created under current assets, input VAT created under duties and taxes, and inspect the goods. There is no accounting entry here, just we have to check with our PO quantity and what we received, whether both are matching or not. Next, invoice receive and verification. Sometimes the difference will come between PO price and invoice price. The difference will charge to the price difference account. Okay, so maybe today we release the PO, so when a vendor will deliver the material, in that time, maybe after a month or after 10 days, after a week, the price maybe will increase. So in that case the price difference will come. So that will charge to the price difference account. And process payment, here we have to take approval from accounts manager to write or issue a check, so based on terms agreed from both sides. Okay, there is no accounting entry, just will write here check, and once we'll make the payment, so the entry will be vendor account debit and to bank account. Here vendor is created and vendor is debited, total balance is clear. So, and next, reconciliation. Generally reconciliation is required when we had n number of transactions with same vendor. So for suppose in a particular month we done n number of transactions, like 100, so maybe more than 100. In that case, maybe a difference will come. We'll see example. So our company's Wisdom Media has done multiple transactions with ABC Limited as far as 8,50,000. Multiple transactions, okay, with ABC Limited. Okay, our vendor, okay, is our vendor. As on 31st/3/2006 financial year end, in Wisdom Media books, the balance of ABC Limited is 8,50,000 under syndicates list. So as per our books, this is the payable amount. The same amount should match with ABC Limited books, their sundry debtors side list under current asset as a receivable from Wisdom Media. So in case if it will not match, then we have to do reconciliation each transaction, each purchase transaction wise and each payment wise. So we have to do the reconciliation. Okay, in case of if you are using Tally, so ledger creation, these 4 ledgers already I have created in Tally. So raw material under current assets, input paid under duties and taxes, vendor account under sundry creditors, current liability, price difference in case of any price difference. So for example, say total PO value is 1,05,000 and the invoice value is 1,08,000. The price difference, the price has increased. So in that case, that 3,000 will charge to the price difference account. We'll see how to post the entries in Tally. See, okay, to Tally, accounting voucher. First go to purchase. Here first entry, goods received. Okay, here supplier invoice number, take date from, we are purchasing from ABC Limited. Okay, and particulars, purchasing raw material, how much, so 1 lakh, and input VAT 5,000 being material purchase from ABC Limited. Okay, posted. Okay, come back, we'll see the balance. Go to balance sheet, current liabilities. Here current liabilities, sundry creditors. If you see here, we'll get here sundry creditors. This is the group. Sundry creditors is the group. Under here, we'll see vendor wise. This is the one vendor, ABC Limited. This credit balance is, it is showing credit balance. We have to pay 1,05,000 to the ABC Limited. Come back. The next entry is make payment to vendor. Okay, accounting voucher, go to payment. Here first ABC Limited, how much, here we'll get, here we can able to see 1,05,000 payable amount under vendor ledger under. Okay, so here 1,05,000. Okay, against reference, so invoice reference, this we given, okay, 120, okay, 1,05,000 to from which bank? SDFC bank. So here we can see directly the balance is nullified, okay, 0. Okay, here if you want check number being amount paid to ABC Limited, so paid, and I will again come back and we'll see balance. Go to balance sheet, current liabilities, sundry creditors, there is no balance, If you want to see ledger wise, display, here display account books, ledgers, and here ABC Limited, okay, ABC Limited. First this our purchase 1,05,000, this our payment, the closing balance is 0. So like that we have to post the purchase entry, and here when we'll receive the goods, along with the goods we'll receive delivery challan DC from vendor. This DC should match with our PO quantity. Later we'll receive invoice, okay, sometimes maybe DC and invoice will come at a time, okay, but always we have to match vendor invoice with our purchase order. So this is the important topic. So if you'll go any MNC, the interviewer will ask the flow of accounts payable, so you have to explain this entire process and entries. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for watching this video.